I don't tend to look at debut stats too much because it's small sample sizes. Guys are coming off of layoffs, but like you obviously rather see guys do well than not do well. And to me, probably the most important numbers to look at, aside from what he hit or how many home runs, is really how well he controls the strike zone at a young age. Now, you could say like in the complex league, like walks aren't always necessarily indicative of or are perfectly correlated with plate discipline, because it could be guys are pitching around somebody like big name like Jackson Holliday, and you've got younger pitchers and they're trying to pitch around them, and they don't have as much finesse as more experienced pitchers have. So when they pitch around them, they're like 8 inches off the plate or something. Like I remember years ago talking to Ben Cherington when he was Red Sox farm director about Tony Blanco, who led the Gulf Coast League in home runs. I was like, oh, he drew all these walks, plate discipline. He's like, not really. Like, and he was right. Tony Blanco didn't have great plate discipline, because he's like, guys would pitch around him and they weren't real close. But, he went to A-ball, he did the same thing. And again, you just taught, it's funny. I was talking to Heston Kjerstad on media day in the fall league, and he was talking about how good Jackson Holliday was, like just from what he had heard. I don't think they ever overlapped, but just from what he was hearing, and how he'd even heard about Jackson Holliday as a younger brother who's pretty good too. But yeah, no, I mean, he's best high school bat in the draft. I thought he had the best combination of hitting ability and tools in the high school crop. This guy's going to be really, really good. It's funny because, like, as you know, I mean, I've always liked Gunnar Henderson. I mean, I didn't necessarily think Gunnar Henderson was going to rank as arguably the best prospect in the minors, but I loved him out of the draft. And Gunnar Henderson obviously become a great, great prospect, got to the big leagues, played well. Same stage of their career, Jackson Holliday is better than Gunnar Henderson. So, like, if that continues, think of how exciting that would be. Because, the thing with Gunnar is Gunnar didn't really master the strike zone like that until this year. So it's very exciting. Right. It's just one more reason. I will be absolutely surprised if Jackson Holliday is not a superstar. Much like we said about Adley Rutschman. I mean, different apples and oranges, college, high school, but like his tools, his skills, his instincts growing up around the game. I think I told you on draft day, Steve, there are very few players when we do our preseason draft report, like guys get better during the spring. Guys move up, some guys move down. Jackson Holliday got better. All 5 tools got better this spring. That does not happen very often. So yeah, I mean, he's going to be really, really good. It would not shock me if he was in the big leagues in 2024. Like, I think he could just tear up the minors next year and then get there at some point in 24.